Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Color Craze, and I am combining that with Off the Board. So our inspiration for Color Craze was taken from my Pinterest board, but I thought I would combine it with another pin that I really liked. This is for Color Craze, and it's got all those nice brights, and this is what I am using for my Off the Board that says, Earth without art is just eh. And I thought I would use that as my title. And to get those nice bright colors, I pulled out my Vicky Bouton paper that is from Color Study, and I kind of mimicked the background where it has those panels of bright color. But I instead of having like I think it had like green lines or something in between, I just put it on black paper and left it kind of like a grid, but not exactly. It's grid-like, I will say. So I'm starting with the actual cut edges or manufacturer edges towards the middle, and then I am just ripping my paper so that the outside edge is ripped all the way around. Well, on the top and the bottom, the sides still have that manufactured cut or straight cut from my trimmer on it. But I really liked the way that looked, and I thought it was kind of fun. And I kind of tried to follow the same color patterns, although they had like a yellow and orange on the left hand side, and I just went with orange, and I went with just kept the yellow on the right hand side. And I'm liking how it's looking. I think it's kind of fun, and I am going to be documenting Noah and my daughter and my niece and her little girl. They are painting rocks in the photos, and I just thought that would be kind of a fun way to document their just this day of art that they did. Not really a whole day, because what toddler has an entire day of patience to do that kind of thing, or attention span. So these moments of art. So they were having a lot of fun. They were working on the table in the craft room at my mom's house, and I just thought those were fun photos to use for this purpose. Now I went to my 6x8 Vicky Bouton color study paper, and this paper that has the yellow at the top, it has a grid, a turquoisey grid at the bottom, and so I'm using the turquoise grid portion of it. It's really hard to see the grid in my on my screen right now because it's a very small display. I don't know if it's going to translate well in the actual video if you are on a larger screen, but it does have that grid line, and I think it looks really cool. So I put that onto some foam it's just fun foam from Walmart, and I'm cutting it out, and I'm using the turquoise to match the grid lines, and that makes my own thickers. If you are interested in how I make those, you can kind of see it here. I don't make you sit through the entire process because it is time consuming, but I never run out of letters this way. You can cut whatever you want. I was getting frustrated with my thickers that I was running out of A's and E's all the time, and I do have quite an extensive collection of thickers. I do still use them, but when I travel, rather than trying to kind of figure out what thickers I want to take, it's just really much easier to throw in a handful of multicolor pack of foam and my dyes. And so that's what I'm doing because I'm not at home in this particular portion of the video here. And then I went around the entire all of the letters, the entire title, with my black Muji pen, and just did a sketchy edge all the way around to kind of make them pop out more. Now the smaller alphas I am using, those were done with a pink. It's from the same pad, but it's like a pink floral. It's got a white background, and it's got small pink floral on it. And I just thought that was kind of nice to change it up, as it gives more emphasis on the larger words. The big lead alphas, I believe, I want to say those are Paper Rose, but they could be close to my heart. So I'll have to look that up. I will put links down below for what dyes I am using for this title, so that you can find that easily if that's something that you're interested in. And then I am going to just use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere everything, and I use an acrylic block to hold things down just as it kind of gets stuck down. Now I am just putting some quotation marks around the word eh, and I think that looks good. And then I will do a sketchy line around all of the straight edges of these background papers. I did not go around the torn edge, but I went around all of the straight edges and I like the way that it looks. It kind of just ties it in with that alpha as well, and so that makes me kind of happy. And I don't know, it's nice. It looks kind of artsy too, and we're talking about art and children's art here, so I thought it would be a nice addition. So if I was smart, I might have done that ahead of time so I wouldn't have to go in between all of the letters, but I didn't think about it until after the fact. In fact, I didn't even think about outlining all of those letters until after the fact. I just wanted to give it a little additional pop. I thought about inking up the edges of those letters, but what happens is the foam applicator on the ink daubers, it ends up getting ink on the foam that I just backed the letters with, and I didn't want those to look dirty because the foam will take it, but it's not a solid color of black, and I wanted that turquoise to still show. So rather than trying to ink them up, I just went with doing that sketchy line, and it's kind of messy, but it doesn't matter. It's okay with me. Now I pulled out these two. One of them's a sticker. I believe what the other one might be a die cut. They might both be stickers, but actually I think they are. And they are probably from the pad of paper, because I do have the pad of paper, project pad from Joann's that has the stickers sheet in it. So that's where those are from. And I'm liking the addition of the more organic lines because everything so far is very blocky on this layout. So the circles are making me kind of happy, and same with those little butterfly stickers or die cuts, because it just softens up those harder edges. So I did pop the wings of the butterfly up onto some foam, and I just put, I think that's a bottle of gesso or something. I just set it right over the top to kind of hold it down while the glue kind of gets a chance to set up just a tad. It doesn't take very long, and I can just keep working while that's sitting there. I was trying to get that black phrase on there. I really liked it. And I just kept kind of playing with the different phrases that I had from the sticker sheets. In the end of the day, I do end up using a couple of smaller black phrases, and I like the way that they look better. These other ones were just kind of large. In fact, I'm kind of finding some of the die cuts to be too large for my liking in this particular collection. So I'm going to have to kind of find a way to play with those and make them work for my style and my layouts. But a lot of them were really big, including that paintbrush that I tried to get in the bottom right hand corner. It was just so big. I wasn't very happy with it. I kind of prefer them a little bit on the smaller side, but I think maybe Vicky or American Crafts likes them big. I'm not sure, but I will pop the two little black phrase stickers up onto some foam tape to give a little added dimension, and same with that cup of colored pencils. Those will be up onto some foam tape as well. And I am keeping this pretty simple otherwise. There's already like a lot of color going on, and I don't feel like it needs a lot more to it. So yeah, I just end up keeping it pretty simple. I do find a couple of little black splatter looking stickers. I kind of think maybe I should go back in and put some black splatter that is a little more organic with my black ink, which I didn't have with me while I was filming this. But at the moment, I just left the black splatter that is stickers on there. So go check out everyone else who's playing along with Off the Board. And make sure you go check out MK to see what she does for Color Craze today. I'm really curious with these bright colors what she will do, because it is not something that she typically goes towards in her creative style. So I'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye.